closer than my heart that's beating inside. Close like a best friend walking by my side. Closer than my heart that's beating inside. Let's go! Deep and wide, Jesus' love is deep and wide. Deep and wide, Jesus' love is deep and wide. By my side, Jesus is always by my side. By my side, Jesus is always by my side.
Adam and Eve had two sons named Cain and Abel. This was back in a time when people sacrificed animals to the Lord. Abel gave a generous offering that pleased God, but Cain's offering didn't. It's not that Cain's offering wasn't good enough, it was because Cain didn't do right by God. His heart was full of anger and hate. God told Cain that if he did what was right, then his offering would please him. This made Cain very jealous of his brother. Cain was so jealous that he killed Abel. The older part of the Bible, called the Old Testament, has a lot of stories about people sacrificing animals. These sacrifices reminded God's people that sin is ugly, costly, and leads to death. The Bible later tells us that God actually hated these sacrifices and wanted his people to stop doing them. There were two brothers named Kyle and Alex. For Christmas, their uncle gave them each a $10 bill. A few days later, one of the bills was lost. The brothers fought over who lost their money. Dad heard them arguing and asked what was going on. Alex blamed Kyle for losing his money, and Kyle blamed Alex for starting the fight. And after a few minutes of this, Dad interrupted and said, "Give me the $10. Dad said, "I don't know who started this, but I'm gonna end it." He gave the bill to Kyle. Then he pulled another $10 bill from his wallet and gave it to Alex. "No more arguing," Dad said. "This is finished." On the cross, Jesus did to sacrifice what Kyle and Alex's dad did to their argument. He ended it. Jesus gave himself up for us as the very last sacrifice, so that no more sacrifices would be necessary. The Bible doesn't tell us exactly how sacrifice started. God never told Cain or Abel to give him sacrifices, but we do know that Jesus ended it. He gave the idea of sacrifice a big do-over. By his own death, Jesus was the final sacrifice that freed us all from sin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting game of Bigger Bible Books! The fun and exciting game where you, the audience, must quickly decide by looking at two books of the Bible which book you think is bigger. That is, which book has the most chapters. When you think you know the answer, shout out the name of the book and hold up one hand for book number 1 and 2 hands for book number 2. Choose carefully, though. Select the correct book and you're still in the game. Select the wrong book and you can keep playing, but please take a seat. If you're still standing after all 8 questions, you will have earned the title of Bigger Bible Books Champion. Everybody, on your feet. It's time to play Bigger Bible Books. Which book is bigger, Psalms or Jude? Time's up. Psalms is the bigger book with 150 chapters. Jude has only one. Now, which book is bigger? Matthew or Joel? Time's up! Matthew is the bigger book with 28 chapters. Joel has only 3. Which of these books is bigger? 1 Samuel or 1 John? Time's up! 1 Samuel is bigger because it has 31 chapters. 1 John has only 5. Nice job if you got all 3 of those right. Now, which of these books is bigger? Obadiah or Genesis? Time's up! Genesis is the bigger book with 50 chapters. Obadiah has only 1. Which of these books do you think is bigger? Ruth or Proverbs? Time's up! Proverbs is bigger because it has 31 chapters. Ruth has only 4. Excellent work if you're still standing. You really know your books of the Bible. Now, which of these books is bigger? Acts or 3 John? Time's up! Acts is the bigger book with 28 chapters. 3 John has only 1. These last 2 questions are going to get a little tougher now. Which of these books is bigger? Luke or Esther? Time's up! Luke is the bigger book with 24 chapters. Esther has only 10. Final question! Which of these 2 books do you think is bigger? 2 Samuel or Job? Time's up! Job is bigger because it has 42 chapters. 2 Samuel has only 24. Congratulations! If you got all 8 questions right, that is very impressive. You have earned the title of Bigger Bible Books Champion! Thanks for playing, everyone!